Everyone, this is Mr. Brass, and I wanted to clear some things up with you guys as I noticed a seeming contradiction in some of the things I've said in the past. And I want to knock that out here before anyone can say anything to me. I will say that anyone that knows me knows I'm not the best communicator of my feelings and situations. I hardly understand them myself, but I am working on that, and it's not an excuse. I was looking through my interviews and I ran across one with Laura from the Honey Badger community, and I said some things that I think could be misinterpreted and I think need some more clarification on my part. I said I tried the feminist way of blaming others and seeing myself as a victim, while on Twitter I said I never blamed women for it. And this all has to do with my being sexually abused. Now, it is clearly an emotional subject for me, and some might give me some leeway because of that. But I thought I'd clarify. When I was sexually abused, I mostly blamed myself the entire way through. But there was a period I blamed some women in my family for not believing me or having any empathy for my situation. When I was sexually abused, I mostly blamed myself the entire way, as I said before. So, I feel both statements are true in a sense. I never blamed all women, nor women in general, for it, although it did take me time to feel comfortable dating again, and I had to I had to get over my family having this lack of empathy for me and the lack of empathy I was receiving. It had nothing really to do with them being women in of themselves. I'm doing better, by the way, and I've mostly moved on from it with an occasional trigger here and there. MRA work, along with some stoicism, has helped me feel empowered by showing me that I can take more control of my life than I assumed I could and not have as much bottled up rage as I did before and hurt. Another one in the same interview, I do bring up how some men who get prostitutes do so because of failing relationships in their life and or mistreatment that they feel they are getting from society. This seems to contradict my other statements about how we treat it so complicated by why men get prostitutes when it is expertise they are going for and not very complicated. I don't think this is much of a contradiction because part of being a prostitute and getting one is the connection one feels from sex, and prostitutes have a better expertise when it comes to that sort of realm. Men go to the prostitutes for their expertise in sex, and that sex includes a semblance of a bond with some men, even if it is temporary. So I don't view them as necessarily contradictions, but they could be a misstep on my part. And I'm glad to clarify for anyone that wants to know more information about me. Well, that is all for today. This is Mr. Brass saying goodbye and get wise.